If you're into RC crawling, you no doubt are familiar with Axial. The SCX-10 is the standard for RC crawling. They build the best 24th scale crawlers and arguably the best ready-to-run 10th scale crawlers as well. And I'm just going to say it, the best 6th scale crawlers out there. Yeah, technically the clawback is 5th scale, so Axial's going to take the win for 6th. But what about the rigs that aren't crawlers? Remember the Exo Terra? This rail buggy absolutely ripped and was the basis for countless mini versions all made by the Chinese companies. We've had a bunch of those, and even the little mini ripoffs are great. But my favorite of all the Axials ever is the Yeti. So if it's not a crawler, what is it? Well, technically it's a rock racer, and that doesn't really mean anything, so let's look at the specs. It's 10th scale, it has independent front suspension with a solid live rear axle, a 3S brushless system, this cool cantilever suspension in the rear, and giant tires. This isn't just a crawler with a big old brushless motor. This was designed to rip across any terrain and not have to slow down at all. Yup, she's a ripper. And the fact that it has a locked rear differential makes me wonder, will it drift? I'm not suggesting you bring a Yeti to the next drift meet, but I am suggesting that the Yeti is capable of pretty precise maneuvering, and that makes it an absolute laugh to drive just about anywhere. And the news keeps getting better. In typical ARMA fashion, there is a ton of attention to detail. Just look at this molded plastic grille, the molded plastic hood vents, and even the exhaust ports. If this was a Traxxas, those would be stickers. And I love the way the whole body hinges up to make battery installation super easy, but the whole body comes off with pins just like normal for regular maintenance. They were obviously using their noodle when designing this thing. And it's not like it just looks good on the shelf either. We actually use this thing. So it wouldn't be an Axial if it wasn't at least a little good at crawling. I mean, oh, well, there we go, yep, crawler. So with the locked rear differential, I mean, yeah, there we go, see? Oh, yeah. Almost. Yeah, boom, crawler. This thing is a ripper.
Yeah?
But the steering is a little slow. But, I mean, this thing is how old now, and it's still on the stock factory servo. Why don't they make this thing anymore? Independent front suspension and a solid live rear axle is just about my favorite platform to drive. They made a short course version of this chassis, and it was awesome. They also made a giant version called the Yeti XL, but it was mostly all 10th scale parts, so a big heavy truck using regular old 10th scale components, and the reviews weren't great. I honestly think that's what killed the Yeti, because this thing has been super durable for me. You broke it?
Broken.
How broken?
Well, broken?
Oh,
Straight busted it off.
It's also worth mentioning that this is the third drive shaft I've had to put in this rig, and I had to replace it again with the drive shaft from an ARMA Typhon right before making this video. So, did I mention they also made a tiny version of this rig called the Yeti Junior? The instructions for this thing say absolutely do not put a LiPo battery in it.
Yes,
So,
we did.
so I've got a LiPo battery in it. I've got it bound up to a transmitter. Yeah, she's not quick, but she's a ripper. Let's get it.
Oh, I got stick.
So the Yeti Junior has open differentials all around, and it doesn't have the fancy cantilever suspension. So will the Yeti Junior crawl? I'm gonna say probably, yeah, probably not. That's all right though. Come on, tiny wheels. Come on, tiny wheels.
Oh,
What?
tiny wheel just fell off.
No. No.
Yoink.
Oh, God
no,
bless it, dude.
no.
We love the Yetis. And it's not like Axial just doesn't make the Yetis anymore. They don't make anything other than crawlers anymore. No Wraith, no Yeti, no Exo Terra, nothing. Only crawlers. So why? Well, this is why. Horizon freaking Hobby. Why would Axial need to make a rock racer when Losi makes one? Oh, well, I guess Losi doesn't make one anymore. Well, Losi does make the short course truck based on the same platform. You know, Arma makes the bashers, Axial makes the crawlers, so neither brand needs to compete with each other anymore. So why innovate when you can integrate? Axial does make some cool stuff, but I miss when they experimented. I miss them making weird giant rock racer basher things just because they could, not to fill a hole in Horizon's marketing. And this got me wondering, what are some of your favorite models that aren't made anymore? And did Horizon kill those too? Let me know down below. And if you made it this far, give the video a thumbs up so I know you're still here. And maybe Horizon Hobby will see the video and find some C-hubs for the Yeti collecting dust in a warehouse somewhere. Let's be honest, they don't care. They'd rather just sell me the new SCX-10 that's exactly the same as the old one, but has a slightly different Jeep body on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. I love the Yeti Junior, but I don't know really what it's for. Like, it's not a crawler. It's not even a basher. Like, it is a little fragile.
I mean, I think it's kid basher.
Yeah.
That's a great little toy to buy for your kid and have fun with, and
It looks awesome, though.
it really can't hurt itself.
Yeah. Like, you could brushless swap it for sure, but then it's going to be... Then I feel like you're just going to be breaking it.
I feel like I know what we're going to do next.
Should we brushless swap that thing? Let me know down below.
That's a great idea.